Cross-cultural communication in a global workforce. Understanding cultural nuances and communication barriers. Presented by Richard Becton, June 5th, 2025. Organizational Theory and Behavior. Hello everyone, thank you for being with us today. Our company grows all around the world and also branches out. And because of all that, we are working more with people from different backgrounds. Cultural differences do show up in how we communicate, whether it is a colleague in China or a supplier in Germany, or even a partner in Saudi Arabia, even though we do all speak English. In this talk, I'll walk you through common challenges when working across cultures. I will also share some strategies that can be of help, in addition to a brief discussion of 5 cultural dimensions. Workplace communication is affected by dimensions. We'll dig into nonverbal communications, power, so well that the stuff's coming through loud and clear that we don't say about. Bottom line, comprehension of each other better improves our teamwork. Let's be honest, just because we share language doesn't mean we truly understand each other. You may find a word or a phrase that sounds confusing, though it makes perfect sense. That could sound impolite to another person. Cultures do not always have comprehension of sarcasm, slang, and even casual humor. How we speak exists even then. Some folks are super direct, so that what you mean and what you say, they know. Others might seem more indirect. They seem quite oblique during disagreement or instances involving leaders. Misunderstandings are able to arise from elements such as speaking order, pausing length, or tonal voice, and choice. Bear in mind that facial expressions, hand gestures, as well as posture do not mean the same thing in every location across the world. Let's quickly walk on through a few examples. Chinese people tend to communicate without conflict. You may hear a gentler, more subtle answer, not a flat no. Hierarchy gets big respect, as well as group harmony is important too. Germany is quite the opposite. Communication that is direct has a very rigid structure. Showing up functionality shows respect. Time gets serious treatment. Business environments can be often seen as rather rigid. Formality exists within most business structures. The approach right now is different again in Saudi Arabia, since it is a high context culture, meaning it's found in tone, body language, or what's left unsaid. Tradition as well as religion, customs merit some respect. Relationships as well as trust often form such basis for business. Overcoming communication barriers starts with the acquisition of knowledge. Active listening helps in avoiding assumptions. It does involve the paying of attention and the asking of clarifying questions. Misunderstandings surface before they grow when you create an environment where feedback is encouraged. Standardized business language, simplified visuals, with clear expectation all help. This ensures consistency throughout. Teams train in cultural competence in order that they are able to adapt and to emphasize. Trust develops eventually through regard for differences and transparent communication. Let's explore 5 of the 9 levels with cultural difference. First is individualism versus China favors collectivism. Since collectivism means prioritizing the group, and the US is individualistic. Power distance, second, exists greatly within China and Saudi Arabia. Hierarchy matters a lot in those countries. Then, power is more evenly distributed throughout Germany. High context cultures depend on implied meanings plus nonverbal cues like China and Saudi Arabia. Explicit communication is favored within the more low context US and Germany. Fourth, there is time orientation. Because Germans are quite monochronic, so they value these strict schedules. Saudi culture is also polychronic in distinction. There is a more flexible view of time there. Fifth, with uncertainty avoidance, some cultures are more risk adverse and prefer structure. Germany is an example. Others might feel greater ease from vagueness. Nonverbal communication often has more power beyond words. In cross-cultural settings, if it happens that you misread body language, you can be the cause of serious misunderstandings. Eye contact, for example, shows confidence in Germany in the US. However, within some Asian cultures, people can see it as being disrespectful. Gestures as well as posture carry different meanings. A thumbs up might be offensive in one place and positive in another. Silence has a function too. Silence is a signal for thoughtfulness within some cultures. It may suggest disapproval, or in others, it may feel uncomfortable. If we have a comprehension of these differences, that can help to build mutual respect and prevent unintentional offense. This graphic summarizes communication traits that are found in China, Germany, and Saudi Arabia. All the partners speak English, just as you will see. Their cultural frameworks are very different though. Aware of these patterns, we can approach conversations with cultural sensitivity, anticipate potential misunderstandings, and adjust our communication as needed. To wrap up, practical takeaways are right here now. Always approach global work with both respect as well as curiosity. Slang nor idioms must be used. For translation, it may be difficult when using slang or idioms. Clarify your intent along with roles and expectations. Inclusivity in the culture should be encouraged. There, questions plus feedback are welcome. Stay open, mostly important. Cultural competence does not happen once people learn about it and remain humble. All sources used in this presentation are listed here for further reading and reference. These do give a deeper understanding into cross-cultural communication for sure. Continuing learning can benefit through this.